Hi, and welcome to all the Cancer signs from the zodiac. In today's video, we'll be looking at your January 2021. But before we do that, we'll see and summarize your 2020. How is the year ending for you? What are the lessons? And then we will transition into your January to check the energy for how the year is going to start for you, and then we'll move on into further down the year to cover the beginning of the new year. I've laid down some of the cards to start with just to save some time. And also we'll be continuing with additional messages, clarifications, guidance, lessons, and positive affirmations. So let's get started. The first thing, as I was shuffling the cards, is that the moon popped out. And as I continued laying down the cards, the star popped out and the sun popped out. So it's incredible actually. It's incredible actually to get all of those three levels in your 2020. And you also starting with the Wheel of Fortune. Just to tell you that 2020 is a really significant year for you, and really to tell me that you are having a very, very unique opportunity here with the moon, the star, and the sun, which is actually with the star, which is a strong Aquarius energy, governed by Venus. It's related to, of course, your hopes and your dreams. But also, if we talk about the three different levels, the stars are your divine guidance, the stars are your angels, the stars is your connection with the divine. And this is the source, of course, of all of our hopes and dreams. If you go further down and we move to the sun as the second level, the sun is the material world, which is governed by Apollo, and it's the true expression of ourselves into our universe, into our material world, achieving, growing, living with happiness, joy, and success, which is the true expressions of our gifts. And when we talk about the moon, of course, it's a journey into the mystical world. Sometimes it's related to the unknown worlds, our ancestors, our fears, and all of the unknowns and layers of truth that we want to reveal for ourselves. So first, to have the Wheel of Fortune for you signifies a very, very important year for you, that is calling you to examine all of these three layers by the moon, the star, and the sun. And it's inviting you to really to examine all of those layers and follow what is meant for you, because you really have to rise up to the level that is divinely guided for you. Because the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that your destiny is changing, your energy is changing, everything around you is changing. It's a unique opportunity for you. So rise up to that opportunity, grab that opportunity actually to do all of that hard work that you are meant to do, because it's a significant time for you with a beautiful opportunity. All right, I covered I covered that topic. Yeah, these are the three cards that I wanted to start with, because it's very very rare to get them together. So it's a very strong, I wouldn't even say it's invitation, because with the Wheel of Fortune, even if you try to push this away, you cannot. It's divinely guided. I got so excited when I saw that, especially when the Moon card popped out first. It was I felt a very strong calling for you to follow that energy. So this is how you have to close your 2020, exploring that and taking on this opportunity, because no matter how hard this mystic journey is, especially when we have to connect with our ancestors, clear past and clear difficult energy. Also, when we have to look deeper into the shadows of us, of others, and we have to reflect all of those, and integrate different past, present experiences. It's difficult. It's difficult to break up cycles, but this is what you are called to do, and that is starting at the end of 2020. No matter whether you want it or not, it's starting. I will also cover your bottom deck energy with Magician and Temperance. Okay, and I'll get this little Page of Swords, which is always determined to do things, collect information, sometimes gossip. So, with your bottom deck energy, which I always read as the subconscious, it's really important in 2020 to go with balance, and with the Magician, the Temperance, and that little Page of Swords. Balance is really important, especially if there is a misuse of power. So you're invited to be very, very careful and balance, even your own powers or the influence that others have on you as well. So be very, very mindful of how you are using your power and who you are inviting into your life, because there could be the possibility of some gossipy, small talk energy around you as well. So whether you are misusing any power or somebody else around you, you have to apply a lot of temperance and balance in everything, in your 2021. Even if you are tempted to act, always keep in mind that balance, and how you are integrating all your experiences and all of your actions. Sometimes temperance is telling you, be careful with everything you do. Even, if you go to a party, be careful with how you party, right? How much you want to drink, how much you want to do this, how much you want to that. So you constantly have to examine, balance, and harmonize, and be very careful with that Magician energy, because this is a powerful energy, but how we use our powers is very important, so that this could be in a healthy and healing way. So that is the overall message for you in 2021 from your bottom deck energy, from the subconscious driving forces. So now let's talk, continue just to cover some of the clarifying cards in your 2020. So, some of you I see have been through a lot of things in their life, having a lot of experience, and maybe you are in a little bit of a protective mode somehow. It could be related to work, partnership, connection, romantic relationship, any of that sort. So you are a little bit in a protective mode, and some of you may have even been avoiding relationships. It's also possible being isolated, being hurt in the past. But your destiny is changing with this Wheel of Fortune card. So the energy is changing overall for you. So it's important, of course, to put in boundaries. It's important to learn from past experiences, but also that Wheel of Fortune is telling you be open to something new, because even if things didn't go well in the past, that doesn't mean that they will always go bad, because definitely there, if there are some past hurts, right now destiny is on your side, luck is on your side, the luck is changing, and this is a divinely guided process, that things will be different this way. This time everything will be different. All right, here we have the Queen of Swords, Justice, and the Star. So what is important here, with energies related to your wishes and your dreams, is always to come fair. And of course, Queen of Swords and Justice, this is very intellectual strength, intellectual power, which is always trying to be fair to themselves, to be fair to everybody else. So in 2020, it's really important first to get, of course, continue working on your dreams, continue following your stars and your guidance. And it's important to be fair to everybody in all of the equations and all of the situations, and to act with this integrity. Some of you may be single. Sometimes the Queen of Swords is a single, very independent, strong person. So in regards of following your stars and what you are desiring, that may seem far away from you right now. It's away, it's far, maybe it doesn't look achievable. But with this Justice card, it's a very strong reassurance that it will happen and it will be fair. And in regards of the Sun, happiness, joy, the happiest card in the tarot, right? So you are closing your 2020 with a lot of happiness. And also, this is the Ace of Wands, with a lot of new beginnings. Those are creative beginnings, those are inspiring and adventurous beginning. And you are getting the Four of Pentacles. So if you are somebody who is very much in control of their life, their careers, just making that long-term steady progress, and maybe, I don't want to say you're stuck, but probably you have been very much used into your routine with this Ace of Swords, as you can see, that fire actually, sorry, it's not Eight of Swords, it's Ace of Wands. Actually, that wand is making fire under your stability, and it's making you actually move forward. It's giving you a hint that you need that inspiration, you need that creativity, you need that adventure in your life. Stop being so controlling. Stop being stuck in your routine. Yes, it's good. Yes, it's stable, but you need that spark. And actually, at the end of 2020, it's enabling you to get into that sun energy, which is the happiness, the joy, achieving of your dreams, and just feeling light, happy, and feeling like a child. So, yes, you're being pushed. You're being pushed to get out of your comfort zone, and it's beautiful, and it will be leading you to what you have always been desiring. So do not be scared to get out of your comfort zone, because your 2020 ends with the sunshine. So have all of that confidence. All right. So very strong calling for you in 2020, and a lot of opportunities and potential for you. Now, let's continue with January 2021, which is here in this column. So we are starting with some disappointment. So we are having here the Queen of Cups, and we are having the Five of Wands, and we are having the Five of Swords. So the fives are a challenge. The fives are a conflict. Sometimes they are arguments. Those could be conflicting thoughts and ideas in your mind. But those could also be arguments with other people and conflicting situation, and maybe some sharp words spoken, or unpleasant situation. And with the Queen of Cups, so that could be related to a relationship, a partnership, but definitely something that is very near and dear to you, something that makes you very emotional and disappointed. So you are very much in your emotions for that situation. It makes you feel conflicted and emotional. So this is how you start your January 2021, with conflict, disappointment, and maybe arguments. So if, of course, take everything I say with applying your own filter, because not all the messages are for everybody. So you all know what's for you, what's not for you. So take only what is for you. So also, you can use that as a warning if you start entering any kinds of those situations. Because look, also, it may start with the Five of Wands, right? Which is conversation, a little bit of a male aggressive energy. But look, the Five of Swords actually has the sense of defeat, right? So your swords are broken, you are defeated, you are sad. And the fact that you have two fives here, it just makes the message stronger that you have to be very, very careful when you enter conflicts. And of course, do not be overly emotional. So take that as a warning, because if you know what's coming, right, you may sense it in advance, and make sure you're not emotional. about it, right? So think about how you will be handling conflicts. Also, bottom deck is your temperance. So this is your guidance throughout the whole year. So this is the message I want you to remember. Everything you do has to be balanced. Everything you do has to be in moderation. So any extremes, you have to think how you can balance, because literally, how can you balance the water and the fire and make a rainbow? This is what the temperance is. You have to make a rainbow from all of those conflicting energies, right? How you do that? I know you can find a way. I know, but you need to make a rainbow of every conflict. It's incredible, right? And you can make it. To continue here, all right, you have the Three of Pentacles. You have the Four of Cups, and you have the Hierophant. All right. So there's a little bit the sense of, with that Four of Cups, just boredom, maybe not feeling, like you want to meet with people, a little bit of apathy. Some of you may have been working too hard, may have been feeling a little bit exhausted and consumed over the year. But because maybe you worked too much, maybe you were overly productive, maybe you were building your business, or just put very hard work, and it may have consumed you a little bit. So if some of you are feeling that sense of just bored, not really feeling to do anything, it's a little bit of a negative energy, a little bit of a toxic energy. And what is important here, because this is probably a temporary feeling, but it's important not to make this deeper. It's important to make sure that that doesn't go into a depression or something like that. So here with the Hermit energy, you are being asked to give a little bit to yourself, because with the Three of Pentacles, you can see here you are offering your service, you are offering your dedication to work, usually work in a team, work in a community. But that kind of left you feeling a little empty and consumed. So with this Hermit, you are being called to give to yourself. And it doesn't matter what you can do in terms to feel better in your own skin. But definitely you have to do some reflecting, meditation, or really searching for your own purpose, asking yourself, is that the right job for me? Is that the perfect opportunity for me? Because also I'm getting the sense of a missed opportunity. If you're asking yourself, is that the right thing? And because I turned down this offer, you may feel like everything you said no to in order to work for something else, it's a missed opportunity. So right now it's time for you to examine yourself, to examine what you like for yourself, and go on that search. You can see how beautiful and vibrant is that Hermit invitation, because you need to go on that healing journey, which is about yourself. This is something that only you can do. only you can heal yourself in that situation. Only you know what is good for you. Only you can find what is your soul purpose? What is your calling? And of course, there's this beautiful light at the end on the top of the mountain, right? So you have to keep on climbing that mountain to find out all of those truths. All right. Also, what is there in January? So in January, definitely give to yourself. And even in regards of the conflict, again, the hermit and the temperance can always help you go through a situation, right? You can distance yourself, you can think about any problem, you can reflect, and you can come back with the right strategy, which is caring, healing, and it's gentle to yourself as well. So how you handle those situations will be really, really important in January to set up your year. Okay, so let's move on to the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Hanged One, which is representing the Hanged Man here. All right. So in January, something that has been put on hold is kicking off. And that is related to passion, to creative opportunities, to new adventures, to new businesses, because the Knight of Wands, usually this is the adventurer, this is the leader, this is the passionate leader, this is the new business opportunity, the entrepreneur, all of that adventurous, creative, and risky energy. So all of those endeavors that maybe have been put on hold for you, actually in January, they're starting to kick off. You will be getting some news, you will be getting some traction, because as you can see, everything that has been waiting, everything that has been put on hold and looked like it may not have a further development, all of a sudden you see how this branch is actually giving all of that strength and power to kick off this Eight of Wands. So you'll be getting positive news, you'll be getting progress, and that situation that has been put on pause, creative adventure, anything of that sort, could be a new job, could be a new business. That adventure will be kicking off shortly in January. And we'll continue with some energy further down the year 2021. All right, so what's coming further down the year? So some new Ace of Cups, a new beginning. Ace of Cups is always a new beginning with a lot of emotion. It could be a romantic relationship, but it's something new and exciting. You can see that beautiful cup. This is everything you ever wanted. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship, if it's a connection, even if it's a friendship. But your heart is finally awakening. And all of that radiant, beautiful energy is starting to shine. So that is maybe February or by mid-year 2021. It's that new beginning. And you are asking yourself, because what are you getting is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is also the Seven of Swords. So you are wondering if this is true. You don't know if that is a reality, and maybe there has been some deception in your past where you have been betrayed. So you don't know if you can trust this or not. And this is what you will be examining, especially with that Knight of Pentacles. Because first, it's giving you a lot of excitement and a lot of a lot of emotions, a lot of excitement, and really, it looks like everything you wanted. So you have to examine that in a slow manner, and this is something that will develop slowly because the pentacles are always slow. So it looks like very stable. It looks like everything you desired, but you have to examine it to see, are you actually reflecting on something that happened to you in the past, and are you projecting it on your new relationship? So you have to be very tactical here and really examine, and actually you have to fight for what is yours. You have to fight for what it belongs to you. So this is what is coming, and this is what you have been waiting for. And of course, that energy will continue with deepening the emotions, maybe going out for dates, social gatherings with that Knight of Cups. And of course, what is at stake? It's your Nine of Cups. This is a wish come true. This is the thing that makes you happy. This is the thing that you have been searching for, and you are getting the Seven of Cups. So, overall, I'm actually getting a lot of emotions because look, there's so many cups all over the place for you. So at the beginning of the year, you will be very emotional. And we all know that emotions leads to clouded judgment. So I want you to examine that Seven of Cups, because sometimes it's that clouded judgment. It's not knowing what to do, what to choose. It may be a wishful thinking, and sometimes it's even a fantasy, living in a fantasy world, living in an illusion. So in order for you to achieve your Nine of Cups, you have to be really mindful and be very, very mindful of your emotions. Because the Nine of Cups, of course, brings your wish manifested. It brings abundance, bliss, and harmony. So you have to be very careful in what you are manifesting, especially at the beginning of the year, because I see you are very emotional. All right, I hope that helps. But that Nine of Cups is there. So continuing on that path of something new, accepting something new in your life, and looking with a clear perspective would help you to discover what this truly is. And further down the year, it's incredible because actually, and especially for everybody who has been single in 2020 and really wanting to find that relationship, that new Ace of Cups, there is a lot of potential to make this stable with this Empress. So the Empress is, of course, abundance, growth, nourishing, making your wishes come true, creating a family, um, creating that solid relationship, living in a bliss and living in abundance. So further down the year, you have all of that potential to turn out from being single and maybe in a little bit of a cold energy, not really interested in relationship. You have the potential to turn into um, I'm more passionate because the Queen of Wands is passionate. So being charismatic, passionate, very attractive, and really achieving that Empress energy to build what you have always desired. Um, and this is very creative, unitive energy because this is the mother, this is the fertile ground that allow us to manifest everything. And especially in 2020 and 2021, you have to be very mindful of what you are manifesting. It would be really, really important. So, with this Empress further down the year, of course, new family, new love, growth, fertility, a long-term relationship, but also it may mean you will find the right career for you. You will find the right passion for you that will bring you to that long-term stability that you are hoping, because with this Page of Pentacles, it's the beginning of building something solid. Of course, you have a long way to go, and especially with the Eight of Cups, you have to leave something or somebody behind. It's part of your success to know what you have to leave behind if you want to achieve that abundance. So this is further down the road in 2021. But I'm always very happy when the Empress comes out, actually. So it's a very, very promising, very strong year for you, all of the Cancer signs. I would like to continue with some messages for you. So hang around. Oh, that's too much. Okay, I'll only take the first one. The joyous masters know that amid all the chaos and conflict, all the hurry and wickedness of the world, there is something solid within that is beautiful and steady and good. Yeah. Again, the conflicts and the Hermit. Plus, I would say the Temperance. It's very important how you handle those situations in 2021. What are the messages for the Cancer zodiac in 2021? Let's see. Are there any additional messages that wants to come out for Cancer? Okay, they really wanted to come out. So first I'll start with the bottom deck. I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. You need a lot of integrity and you need a lot of strength, because some of the situations that will be presented to you are calling you to stand your ground and to keep your integrity. Let's see what else wanted to come out. When we ready ourselves for our ultimate destiny, when we release our childish, selfish needs and realign our priorities to those of the heart, we can finally reach those magnificent fields of human empathy, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, generosity, and courage. It's beautiful. It's your calling of the year. The divine hand gives freely to all. This is so true. Let us not forget that our simple efforts and daily triumphs can gather weight and motion to become an unstoppable force towards a focused and free life. We must ask if our desires to feel safe and accepted are in fact enslaving us to popular opinion and to boredom. It's talking about that energy of boredom and missed opportunity. Definitely. You're being called to examine that. A life of greater joy, power, and satisfaction awaits those who consciously design their life. Joy, sunshine. You're being pushed. That wand is pushing you out of your comfort zone, saying, hey, there is greater joy out there. We must mature and realize that freeing our mind of ancient hurts and opening once more to love shall give us access to divine strength. Yes, definitely. I felt this when we were talking about you being protective here. Simply because you have been hurt a lot, you have been through a lot, and then also here you don't know if you can trust that. See, this is your thoughts. You don't know if you can trust this. So that card speaks to this energy. You have to free all of those ancient past hurts. I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. It's beautiful. I wanted to ask about the lessons that you have to learn or focus to during 2021. What are the lessons for the Cancer zodiac in 2021? Surrender. I can release my need to control. Yes, and also, actually, this speaks to, all right, your need to control, your hanged man, your hanged one, your cocoon, your need to control everything. And by surrendering, you are actually analyzing and seeing all of those different perspectives and realizing that there is something bigger than the ability to control. So only by surrendering, you can release that need to control. Understanding that you cannot and you should not control everything. So don't even try. The earlier you surrender, the easier that lesson would be for you as well. Are there any final additional lessons? Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So that sense of regret is crippling here. That sense of missed opportunity and that sense of the painful past. And we cannot change it. Okay, let's see what other lessons are there for you. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. This is beautiful. Any final lessons? Okay. Bottom deck, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And those are the last two that I'm going to take. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. This is the Hermit energy. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Absolutely. And we spoke about this earlier over the tarot cards, that you have to think about what makes you happy, what gives to you. I will close your reading with positive affirmations from Louise Hay, which I love, and I'm very grateful for all of her messages. Sorry for that noise. Uh, oh, wow. Strong statement, huh? My day begins and ends with self love and appreciation. Use those affirmations over closing your 2020 and 2021. Why not? I wake up in the morning loving myself, praising myself, and telling myself I love being me. Wow. Self love. Next. Everything I need comes to me in the perfect time. I relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the perfect time and space sequence. I am precious and I cherish who I am. I am worthy of my own love. I don't have to earn love any more than I have to earn the right to breathe. Strong. I am totally in charge of my life now. The moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power. Strong. I feel I have to take one more. It's gonna be this one. Let's see. I am in harmony with all that surrounds me. I am at peace. I affirm only the good in life. Well, that was it for all of the Cancer elements in terms of their 2020 and their 2021. I hope that most of all you received some time for yourself to relax, some time to yourself to slow down, to take a deep breath, and really to give to yourself. The world is so busy and demanding that we need that. And I hope that the cards and all of the messages that came to you today are giving you an insight, are giving you peace, and are giving you strength that you can go through any challenge. So if you liked this, subscribe, of course, put more likes for me so that I know I'm on the right path. And I'll be looking forward to see you in another video. Until then, be blessed and have a very happy and successful 2021. Bye.